Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under Command and Journey Hana. We've been teaching this truth since 1969 that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are in fact the true biblical Jews of the Bible, right? And that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Of course, we have classes all throughout the earth on Monday night. Usually we have the scripture breakdown / history class, right? Tonight we'll be going into the Talebearer, the power of the tongue, how destructive it can be, things of that nature. So we'll do a whole rundown on it. Make sure you got your notes ready. Make sure you got pen and paper or a notepad on your phone to gain some wisdom and understanding in this on this particular topic. You understand? So we'll get into it. Officer, let me get my first scripture. Let me get Leviticus, the 19th chapter.
Come. 16 verses.
No, hold that. Give me James 3 and 5 first. I'm gonna start there. Now, I'm gonna go to that at the end though. We're gonna speak on a couple of things here. Can you go full screen on there real quick? Or hit comments on it. Comment. No. Hit to your right. Not that. Or you can hit show on that though. Go back over. Hit show. Keep going down. Scroll down. Scroll down on that.
Slow.
Hit show on those other ones too. Show. There you go. Show on that one too. And keep going. Those two also. There you go. One more. All right, now go to the comments real quick. All right, we all set. Hey, Shalom, y'all, Shalom, Shalom, shout out to the sisters. Shalom, y'all, Shalom, their brothers. Let's get to the scripture real quick. James 3 and 5. And we're going to get into the topic, all right?
Come.
And I'm gonna let all the brothers and sisters know this is it's very important to comprehend what we're bringing out tonight. Because the power of our speech can determine life and death. Can literally determine whether a man or woman lives, or a man or woman dies. You understand? Our dialect between one another is so powerful. It's so powerful that it can terminate your brother or your sister's life, man. So we gotta be extremely disciplined on what we say, how we say it, when we say it, and be more wise in our speech, and be not only wise in our speech, but what's the word I'm looking for? Discipline is a good word. Be wise in our speech is a good word.
Circumspect
Circumspect is an excellent word. But delay your speech. Like a wise man once said, brother in New York, right? He said, look, type your speech out. He said, type it out, right? Type your post out, read it again. Read it three or four times. And ask yourself, is this post or this speech or this text talking about somebody directly? Is this going to harm somebody, what I'm about to say, what I'm about to post, what I'm about to text? Can I just keep this to myself? You know what's going to happen 9 times out of 10? You ain't going to send that text. You ain't going to post that post. You ain't going to tweet that. Or whatever. I don't know what they call it now. It's something else. You ain't going to, what they call it? Thread that thread or X that X, whatever it is, whatever it may be now. You understand? Holding your speech, holding your tongue is a wise thing. But let's get into the topic, though. Let's get this going, though. Let's go.
This is James, chapter 3, verse 5.
Yeah.
Even so, the tongue is a little member.
Hold it there. The tongue is a little member of your anatomy. It's a little member of your anatomy, your body. You understand? Go ahead.
And boasteth great things.
What?
Boasteth great things.
Your speech, your dialogue. It boasteth great things. It can, listen, man. Our speech, that's why this AI is so dynamic. That's why this AI is so dangerous in the world. Because what you say, if somebody hear you saying something foul or destructive, that's going to immediately put a demon on someone. Immediately put a demon on someone, and those demons, and that demon on a particular people can create what? Can create death. It could be a positive thing, it could be a negative thing. But it certainly can create death and destruction. That's why that AI stuff's so dangerous, man. They manipulating voice boxes and all this stuff to make it sound like particular people. We don't comprehend and understand how dangerous that can be. Say if somebody take your voice and then call somebody and leave a voicemail on your phone. Like, think about that. And the voicemail, and they talking about you crazy on the voicemail, now you got something against them. But it sounds just like you. Let me get some of this Pepsi, man. But it sounds just like you understand? The tongue can be very destructive. Your speech, your dialogue, your communication between one another can be extremely destructive, right? This is why we must learn to discipline our tongue, discipline our speech. We don't understand how valuable that wisdom is, right? How many brothers and sisters is there because of he say, she said? You understand? How many people in the grave because of he say, she said? And then, meanwhile, it'd be a whole lie. How many people did over a lie? How many people in the ICU over a lie or gossip or rumors, right? We don't understand that. No, we don't look at it like that, though, right? It's absolute in our eyes, right? Any more?
Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
How great is it? How great is it? How destructive, how horrible is the death of a loved one? So-called homie, right? Why? Because of lies, because of a conspiracy. We gotta be wiser than this, black man. We gotta be wiser than this black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman. These our very speech, our communication between one another is killing us. We can't behave like a line of housewives. We can't behave like the real world. We can't behave like the heathen and gossip and talk and rumor. Why is that? Because it causes great strife and destruction amongst the nation of Israel, black man.
Come.
Give me give me Psalms. Give me Psalms 34 and 13. I'll start there. Hold, was there anything else? Where was that though?
Slightly.
My bad. Get some caffeine in there.
Chapter 6, verse 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the tongue is a fire. A fire.
Synonymous with destruction. It's synonymous with absolute destruction. Y'all seen what happened down there in Hawaii? It's synonymous with death and destruction. That's why it uses the word burnt or fire in this case. Go ahead.
A world of iniquities.
What?
A world of iniquities.
A society of gossip and rumors is filled with iniquity. It's filled with iniquity and sin. Go ahead. The world of gossip. Give me the tea. Spilling the tea. Why is that so normal in today's age and society, huh? Anybody know? Anybody know, huh? Nobody knows. It's all good though. You have something?
Because of our mothers. Because of our aunties.
The mothers, the aunties.
Because of our uncles.
You know what they used to my grandfather used to say. I never understood it until I came into the truth. He said, "You hear that in there? You hear that hen session?" He called it a hen session. Like, dang, what the? I was so young. I didn't. You know, they clucking, yammering, clamorous. He called it a hen session. That's like old folk talk right there. Though.
Come.
He called it a hen session, man. This thing, these ways have been embedded into our society. Why? Because we following after another nation. This is their ways. This is their concept. You understand? Hey, turn down that microphone for me, all the way down. And let me know how this sound after this, though. True. This is a lot of feedback. Just turn that down. But let me know how it sound after that, though. But following after another nation, though. Following after Christianity. You understand? That's all that is. Go ahead.
So is the tongue among our members.
Man, go ahead.
That it defileth the whole body.
You should watch your goddamn mouth. That's what you should do. You should be very selective in your. That's the word I was looking for earlier. You should be selective in your speech, and you should be selective in what you take in. Right? This is brotherhood. Not only this is scripture breakdown. This brotherhood is embodied in these scriptures, in every word, in every syllable. You understand? Because why? These laws gonna save your life. These laws gonna continue your generations. You understand? Carry on.
And sitteth on fire the whole course of nature.
He sitteth on fire the whole course of nature. There we go with that fire again, right? Fire is synonymous with what? Destruction. Go ahead.
They said it's still loud, but it does sound better.
Maybe I'm just too close to it. Usually the mic just picking up. Too too heavy. Not enough. Go ahead.
And it is set on fire of hell.
Low, very low. What verse is it?
We just finished verse 6.
You know.
Verse 7.
We'll jump to 8.
Okay. Verse 8. But the tongue can no man tame.
It's hard to train. It's hard to train like a dog or a horse. You're trying to domesticate it. You're trying to get it into a proper, trained up proper. You understand? That's what we do. Go ahead. They said it's hard to tame. It's hard to.
So your mic is good. They talking about my mic.
You gotta turn that.
So they saying it's hard to hear you.
It's hard to hear. I'm gonna get it right. They said it's hard to hear me?
Yeah.
All right, hold it. I'm gonna get it right. Give me 1 second. Right? Should be good now. We're gonna write it off. What was I? 8. We had 8, right? I'm gonna need some more cussing.
Verse 8.
What?
But the tongue can no man tame.
But it says, but the tongue shall no man tame. What?
It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
It's full of deadly poison. Right? We don't understand how destructive. If I could again, I know I might be sounding repetitive, but our speech, our communication, what we say to one another can cause great strife in families and relationships and marriages and brotherhood. We can't comprehend that. We can't comprehend it because we've been so beguiled by this age of gossip and rumor and spilling the tea and all of this. We think in our mind that's brotherhood. We think in our mind we done built a bond. You know what I'm saying? A bond or a sisterhood or a brotherhood.
Yeah, I was just wanting to play back what you're saying because it's so serious. You thinking you building a bond with somebody else while you killing another bond with somebody else. Yeah. And then probably killing another bond with somebody else because who you gossiping ain't just gossiping to you. Right. It's somebody who they gossiping to now that's looking at you like, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. I can't trust you. It's a wildfire.
It's a what?
It's a wildfire.
It's a goddamn, using that word fire, man. It's untameable.
Full of deadly poison.
It's an untameable matter. That fire, when that wildfire, that's a perfect analogy, y'all. When that wildfire get going, it's going until it's done. Look how wild. You know what's going on with wildfire? It was so bad, the only way to escape was to get in the ocean. You can't tame that fire. What you give into the gossip and the rumors and the tea and the housewives vibe, you want to roll to destruction. You want to roll to something evil. You understand? We're going to get some more on this too. That's 8. We got some more on 8 though, right?
Slocky, full of deadly poison was the last.
What is poison do?
Destroys, it kills.
It destroys, it kills, it makes you sick, or you're gonna die. That's how destructive our speech has become when we grasp onto being in a clique, right? Being in a clique, spreading rumors, being on particular sides, only dealing with. We gotta stray away from it.
Well, you said rumors, truth, or lies.
Rumors can be true or lies. You're absolutely right. What scripture we in right now?
We just finished 8, which is made after simulated.
Give me
Bro, we was in Psalms. So like you asked me to go to Psalms.
give me 21 and 23.
Psalms 21 and 23. Psalms 21, 23.
Psalms, yep. No, Proverbs. My bad. I got sloppy hair right now. I can't eat my own shit sloppy. Proverbs. We're gonna get a little bit more on this.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue.
Meaning what? He holding back. You know what? I ain't gonna even speak on that right now. I ain't gonna give it no light. So what that light gonna do? That light gonna kill a fire. That light gonna kill a wildfire of destructiveness. Read it again.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 23. Whosoever keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles.
I'm gonna stay out of that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He just put out the fire. That's wisdom. You can eradicate the wildfire by shutting the hell up. By being, maybe I should say it nicely. But that's the reality of shutting the hell up. Also, being disciplined in your speech, being disciplined in your dialogue and in your conversation. It said hold back by the tongue, right?
Whosoever keepeth his keepeth his mouth and his tongue.
Mouth and his tongue. Go ahead.
Whosoever keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles.
I ain't in that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, everybody want to be into messiness. They want to hear. They want to see. They want to know. That ain't wise. As a matter of fact, it's actually feminine. Anymore?
Wow.
This scripture is speaking on holding your tongue. This scripture is speaking on not gossiping. Give me Psalms 101 and 5.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people think that is
There's also Quran
Quran.
in the Johnson.
What's that?
Also Quran coming to go ahead.
It's like some people get in their mind that they missing out on something, right? When like coming into this truth, that's the test. You know what I mean? In the world, when we in school, when we on friends and family, it seems like you missing out on something because people got the teeth. Right. People got the lowdown on stuff, and you want to know, you want to be in the in crowd. Right. But coming in here, you got to be different. Right. Right. So that's the whole purpose. It's being separate. Right. So now coming in here, that's the thing that you got to not being in that in crowd. You know what I mean? Not being in that node, because you destroy stuff. You destroy things that you want. Family, right. Friends, friendships, brotherhood, relationships.
Brotherhood, all of that. Absolutely. And not only that, like we can't like we so engulfed in this age of society. Brothers and sisters are gonna act like you the problem because you don't want them to. What's wrong with him? Oh, he must this. Then the assumptions come, right? Oh, he must be with her, or he must be on their side or something. Like, no, it's not. No, I'm not speaking on either side. You understand?
I think that's a big demon.
It is
for the sisters. It is. You know, because you coming from a lifestyle where that's regular.
Look, the white man profits off of that work. Atlanta Housewives.
Wendy Williams.
Anything. Wendy. Oh, forget about Wendy Williams. I mean, it's been monetized. The world of gossip and rumors and stories and analogies have been absolutely monetized to the point where you got magazines built their foundation off of it, TV shows built off of it, reality shows built off of it, off of gossip, rumors, and strife and back and forth. It's an entire world. It's an entire lifestyle, right? You got more often?
No, if America is big on it,
it should be a red flag, right?
It should be something that you should be looking at.
Come on. Forget about it. Go ahead.
Psalms 101, verse 5. Whoso privately slander
You know what she did? You know, they said cut me, right? In the cut, privately meaning dishonesty. That's what it means. Go ahead.
Slander his neighbor.
Slander.
Him. Whoso privately slander his neighbor, him will I cut off.
You privately talk down on your brother, on your sister. Why is it? And you can put that on full screen too. You gonna privately slander your brother, slander your sister? That's wicked as hell, bro. If you really truly got something to say about a brother, something to say about a sister, you got a problem with that brother or that sister, maybe you should go to him and him alone. But you want to go to another brother and slander him? I don't get it slandered, rather if it's true or not. Rather if it's true or not. You know why? Because you didn't go to him, dummy. You didn't go to her. You went to somebody else. And you know what you've done? You kindled a fire. The brother brought it up earlier. A wildfire. How are you going to put that fire out there? Huh? You're going to eat your words. You are going to eat what you said. It's going to come back full circle. Just wait. Just wait. Any more?
Wow.
Proverbs 26 and 20. And let's not forget the sneakness. Ooh, right? I need caffeine. Caffeine, boy. Listen, you already know. I know you know for sure. Much you, listen, I can't. You need to go ahead. A lot. You know what I mean?
Got it, good.
But no, like, let's get some more of these scriptures.
Come. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 20.
Good.
Where no wood is, there the fire goeth out.
You see how that analogy keep going in, right?
Come.
Like when I was doing this, God damn, that's heavy, right? That analogy always goes back to something so destructive as that fire. Was there no wood? The wood is there for what? You put extra timber, branches in the campfire. Why? To increase it, right? To increase the warmth, to increase the fire for whatever you may be cooking or just the warmth in general, right? Well, if there's no wood there, there's no fire. Why is this analogy keep being brought up? We don't.
So where there is no talebearer,
there we go. There we go. We brought that up earlier before class, right? Talebearer. If there's no gossip, if there's nobody yapping at the goddamn mouth, there's no heat. There's no destruction, right? If there's no talebearer, go ahead. Yeah, I'll let you go. Go ahead.
The strife.
The what?
The strife.
Right. Trouble. The problem. The councils and the phone calls. There's no talebearer. There's no gossiper, no rumorer. Nobody yapping at the mouth. No clamorous woman or clamorous man. There is no strife. There is no problem. Just like if there's no firewood, there's no fire. But the talebearer brings the fire. Brings the strife. Brings the problems, the councils, the phone calls, right? The talebearer does what? Go ahead.
The strife ceases.
Dang, there's no talebearer. What does it mean to cease? It means to die. It doesn't exist. It's no existence. It has no existence. Right? There's no strife. So in order for there to be no strife, it can't be a talebearer. There can't be a gossip. It can't be a person running at the mouth, a clamorous woman. It can't be a person that's quick to speak on shit they ain't supposed to be speaking. Right? You have something on?
I just wanted to reiterate because, like you said, this go into brotherhood.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's understandable coming from the world that we came from. That nobody talking about somebody, you only think about the trouble that it brings when you get punched in the mouth. Like when that danger is from that person in front of you, right? But we don't acknowledge the danger that come from you bringing your own pain. You taking away your peace, right? And you're going to sit there while it's fire all around you, and then it's going to be on your mind. It's going to be stressful.
Not only that, right? Where does the fire always come back to? The fire comes back to you.
Talebearer.
The fire comes back to the talebearer. You're going to eat your words. That's what we explained earlier, right? You're going to eat your words. The fire, like the talebearer, thinks he's expandable. And listen, I'm in the background. I mean, so where they have Martha Mass going, it comes back. It comes back on the talebearer. Why? You are a part of the fire. You are a part of the destruction. Right? You should shun the talebearer. Give me any more than that? It's off 101.
26 and 20. Right?
We still at 26 and 20? That's what we
Done.
had. Did we hit 101 and 5 already?
1 and 1 and 5.
101, 5.
Come.
All right. So we have
It's
20.
more.
Any more than?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. As coals are to burning coals, a wood is to fire.
Meaning what? You gotta burn, like I gotta cook. Like sometimes I got a burning coal right here, right? On this instant right here, right? It's burning at the top, right? If I drop a coal that ain't burnt on it, that unburnt coal is going to ignite. It's going to ignite. Why? That's just the nature. So if you're a talebearer, right, and you speaking and you gossiping and you murmuring, right, what's going to happen? That next person is going to get lit. The next person get lit, and the next person get lit, and then you got a whole brawl. Or you got a shootout in the goddamn neighborhood. A lot of these bitches out here running out, excuse my language, a lot of these bitches and niggas running off at the mouth. We can eradicate all of these murders in Baltimore if we implemented shutting the fuck up. Excuse my language.
Come.
Go ahead,
I know every sin is the same, but when you sit here and you think about it, it just seems like when you think about every sin, it starts with this: the mouth, the tongue.
They kindle a great fire. They kindle a great fire. What's this gossip? With your mouth, with your rumor, with your idea comes to life. This right here, this post, this idea of your post on Facebook. How many lives on Facebook call? I don't know when you can hear this, but we're gonna post it on Facebook. There you go. Now you got a whole brawl in the goddamn community because of your post. How many people got died over a bitch's mouth? When I say bitch, we're talking about niggas too.
Come.
This is like Brandon Scott and Governor, what's the new governor's name? Moore, right? I think it's Governor Moore. He's a goddamn coon too. He's a goddamn cornball. Right? They don't understand. They don't understand why so much murder. And they be on the news something. Oh, we had an officer right there. We had an officer right there, and they just don't want to listen. Goddamn pathetic, Governor Moore. If you want some change here in Baltimore, you need to contact the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We can eradicate crime in Baltimore through the ISUPK in all these major cities now. You want to implement shutting the fuck up here in Baltimore. That's a lot. Let's keep on riding.
Come.
Me, go got me some money.
Come.
Yeah.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
Read it one more time.
Come. Verse 22.
Okay, go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 22. The words of a talebearer are as wounds. Wounds. And they go down. Come.
I do go wake up here and make a post something. I gotta get on this Facebook. Twitter too. Insta. Wake up, can't wait to post something. Like if it ain't informative or making you money, you should really question how you post it. You know what I mean? I be watching and I used to be on there. I used to post a whole lot too. I didn't read all that stuff. I was like, what the hell is that thing? I used to be dumb and young.
Come.
And it's for likes, it's for attention. And sometimes we don't understand the power of what we say. The power of what we say sometimes seems so small, sometimes seems so minute. Yo, I'll be apologizing about it. You know, that I didn't even say. Like sometimes I apologize, don't even need to apologize. Why is that? Because we so fixed, especially in the UK, we so fixed on that. And listen, I'll make another nigga apologize to somebody. Like, yo, you should have did that. You might. Yo, I did that for I make
Come.
I took offense to it. You know what I mean? That's how tight the brother always is. You know what I mean? I don't even want you offended. I'm offended by it, even if he ain't offended. Why? You know what I mean? Type thing. That's how imperative it is that we watch our behavior in our speech. Watch our behavior in our speech and how we deal amongst one another. You understand?
Come.
So it's a lot. You know, I might offend a brother by telling the nigga about us. But look, that is that vital and important. Is that vital and important? You know what I mean? So you need more?
It's a whole lot.
So go ahead.
We got a question in the chat. We got 3 questions, but one pertaining to the topic that we're talking about. It's from Trooper Gana. He says, Salakia, sir. So basically, conversing with another person about a different individual, no matter what the circumstances is, no matter what the circumstances is, a form of gossiping.
It can be even if it's true. It can be, yes, it can be even if it's true. You gotta be very wise about what you're talking about. Like you can be talking about another person in a positive way. Hey, yo, you know what that brother did, or man, he did set up this, that's positive. I wouldn't consider that gossip. But if it's the conversation is about has a negative connotation about the person, you should be very selective on who you speak about it with, and actually yourself, why am I speaking to this particular person about it with? If it ain't his superior or him, you're wrong. If it isn't to him and him alone, or his superior, listen, you fucking up.
You can tell. You can tell if what you're talking about to somebody is going would offend them.
Yes.
Like,
Absolutely.
you treat your brother as you treat yourself. So if you feel like, if he was talking about this about me, would I be offended? You know what I mean? And then you could kind of tell because you would double back. You know what I mean? Like we have that, like us in the truth, some of us, Salaki, us in the truth want to try to follow these laws that we have that little hesitation when we feel like that's on con, you know what I mean? So we ain't gotta, you can tell, you know what I mean? When if you feel like you would be offended if somebody said it about you or you hesitating about it, then maybe you should just let it go.
If you speaking on something negative about another one, negative about a system, it's two things. You should be talking to that brother or that sister about it. Or think about it. You should either be talking to that brother or that sister about it, or you should be talking to that superior or the authority, the person that's above them about it.
Con.
Yeah, this the power. Yeah, that's this plugged up. Let's get that camera up. Hey, bear with us 1 second. Back out and go to settings. Bear with us 1 second.
Back up and go to settings. I'm right here. Go to settings right here.
Yeah. Camera. Oh, that much for that. Did you see it?
Right here. Come. Get this one.
This one. You as a big off camera did that. Don't click that. All right, go back.
Start game.
My bad, Clemens, back live. Get that situated a little bit more. What scripture was we at? It's a lot of that classic that rocket. But no, to the truth of your speech and your conversation about a particular brother or a particular person should be positive. And if it's negative, you're fucking up. You know what I mean? You're fucking up unless it's some type of particular report to a superior officer like, hey, we need to get something corrected type of thing. If it ain't, you're fucking up. I'm gonna tell you why. It's gossip. Even if it's true, it's rumors, even if it's true. If you already felt a certain way about something, a situation, you should talk to that person, him and him alone. Or go to a superior, hey, look, how should I deal with this? Hey, I think this person may need help, or a situation like that. But no, I wouldn't say all conversations about another person is wrong. But it becomes wrong if it's a slight. You know what I mean? It becomes wrong if it's a slight or something negative. Of course. Think about it. Come on.
That's the whole point of
That's the whole
guarding the tongue. It's a lot. That's the whole point of guarding the tongue. I mean, all these scriptures are talking about having discipline with your tongue, how your tongue is fire. You know what I mean? The scriptures that we went to is letting us know how your tongue can start the fire. So even you thinking that you're talking about something good, you know what I mean, or something that's not good and it's not bad, you just talking, it could start a fire. You know what I mean? So the point is just to it's a lot of stuff to talk about. That's what I mean. People know.
Keep going back to that time. Fire. The wildfire, the destruction, how it spreads. How does it spread? Anybody know? So on top of it, it spreads with your tongue, with your mouth, with your word, with your speech, with your dialogue, your conversation. Black man, Hispanic man, man. You just read the Bible, same Bible collecting dust in your grandmother's nightstand. Same one. Same one collecting dust at every hotel. Same one. Same Bible. Same scriptures. These scriptures are the blueprint that fix blacks, Hispanics, and even American. And this one concept, this one breakdown, scripture breakdown, is speaking of the power of the tongue, how destructive it is. And as we go through these scriptures, we realize, hey, what your grandmother was doing on your phone was evil as hell. What your auntie and your mother was doing on that phone was evil as hell. It was evil. You think they just chat it up. Same thing off the phone, they calling off each other, all types of pictures. I remember like this yesterday. Soon as the click, she called. As soon as the clicks, bitch. Damn that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Did that. Come on, yo. Come on, man. We didn't like. Am I lying? This is what we all say. This is nothing foreign. It's nothing. This is nothing like. I never heard about that. You put on the friendly voice and think, oh yes, this, that, sis. You're a bunch of bitches. That's what it is. A bunch of hen-clucking bitches. In Proverbs 17:4. And my granddad were hens. Part of the hen session.
17.
It was like a Thanksgiving gathering. I'm not going to follow the church, but he had some understanding. See, I remember, I miss him dearly. He passed away. See what's going on in that hen session. Go ahead.
Sir, one more thing, sir.
Please, go ahead.
I honestly, as we talked about, this the second time, and the last time you talked about brought this subject up was one of my favorite classes, other than the resurrection class, right?
Yeah.
But if I feel like, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like if anybody wants to conquer brotherhood, if a sister wants to conquer sisterhood or brotherhood, conquer her tongue. It would eliminate half the battle.
Absolutely.
But I think more than half the battle with brotherhood, sisterhood, especially with the sisters, because what else is there?
Right. You're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, bro.
You want this?
Where we at?
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 4. A wicked doer,
Sinner.
wicked doer,
Doctrine.
wicked doer, wicked doer, giveth heed.
They want to be a part of
To false lips. False lips.
They want to hear the lies. They want to hear the tea. They want to be a part of the gossip and the rumors. Why is that? They're also a sinner. They're also a gossiper. They're also an alcoholic and a drug addict. This is a part of their world. This is a part of their nature. A wicked girl, they're going to take heed to it. Oh, what? Oh, really? What? Tell me more. That's the conversation. That's the conversation. And that conversation spreads the wildfire of destruction and wickedness. We don't.
And a liar.
You know what?
Liar.
Go ahead.
Giveth ear.
That's what?
Giveth ear.
Hear it. Rather than shun it, as the scriptures say, do. I didn't know what's good. You got the tea? Go ahead.
To a naughty tongue. Naughty tongue.
Another negative connotation. Nice. Any more? Drop that. We got more to get to. Give me 1 Peter 3:10. I gotta get some rest. I'm gonna try to run through as much as I can.
1 Peter 3:10. For he that will love life.
It is good. You love life. What is life? What does it mean to be living? Following the law. He that keepeth it shall come to life. You'll find that in Baruch, the 4th chapter. That's how you come to life. Go ahead.
And see good days. Let him refrain his tongue. Let him refrain his tongue.
He's going to be disciplined in his speech, in his conversation. Because why? He's a black. He understands how valuable it is to shut your goddamn mouth. You know what I mean? Because he loves life. He loves order. He loves the law. He says, I'm not going to speak on that. I'm going to touch on it. I'm going to separate myself from gossip and rumors and strife. We don't.
Come. Him refrain his tongue from evil. And his lips that they speak no guile.
When he does choose to speak or to conversate, he ain't speaking that. He ain't talking down. What we do in the school when we speak, we breathing life into brothers and to sisters. Man. That's what we don't do. We ain't talking down. We ain't talking about, we ain't talking down, we ain't doing none of that. You understand?
Come.
We understand the value in our speech. We understand the value in our conversation. The particular words that we choose. The cadence, even the very cadence of what I'm saying is valuable. You understand? You hear something?
It's 3 questions in the chat.
Is it on
not
topic?
pertaining on topic.
It's the topic.
The first question was, what is the best scripture to give to somebody who is smoking to prove that it is a sin?
Just paraphrasing. And what is this in Proverbs 2? In his lips is a burning fire. You got to Google that. In his lips is a burning fire. That's a good one. Also, the shit causes cancer. I mean, that's pretty a good reason to not get high and smoke cigarettes. You're gonna die. You're gonna have a hole in your neck and die. Get lung cancer. That's also a good reason to stop smoking. Also, besides the scripture, but paraphrasing says, "In his lips is a burning fire." It says, "Diggeth up earth." I think it's 13. Is it 13?
Proverbs 27 and Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27.
So the wicked door, the wicked man diggeth up evil, and his lips is. And I'm paraphrasing, but he probably won't get the scripture. He can get the KJV. It is 16 and 27.
27. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
And what makes it ungodly is the way you're using it. What makes it ungodly is the way you're using it. You're not using it like a lot of drug addicts. Let's be real. You're a drug addict. You want to get high. You want to smoke weed. You got to be real with yourself. Say it to yourself. Say it out loud. Say that you are a drug addict. I am a drug addict. I smoke weed every day. I go to the 7-Eleven and get a pack of Dutchess, a pack of chocolate Dutchess, and I crack them open and I put weed in them. After I lick the blunt, I seal it, and then I spark it and I get high. Every day. First of all, you got to be real with yourself. You're a drug addict. You smoke weed, and hold on. Listen good. You smoke weed, and that weed is a gateway drug to them pills. The Percocets, the Oxycontins, the Mollies, and none of them are real anymore. Everything's pressed. You're eating heroin. The chemical makeup of Oxycontin is heroin. The chemical makeup of Molly and all these drugs is heroin. You're a drug addict. And all these pills are pressed, they got fentanyl and everything. Keep it up, you're gonna die. I don't know how many people I didn't know that have passed away in the last year. I can't count them on one hand. Every time I talk to somebody in my own neighborhood, you know, this one called you know her. Everybody, man. Come on, man. You got the scripture though? Let's go. I'm gonna get back on the topic.
Come. And Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire.
Wake the hell up. Keep fucking around. Keep fucking around with that weed and pills. You're going to die. You're going to die. Sooner or later, coming up real soon, you're going to have somebody that you know die from pills. Die from a bad batch of weed. Die from a bad batch of anything they're taking. You know why? You know it's hard. You're going to be a part of society. So what you're going to do, you're going to promote it by continuing your lifestyle. Because the house of mourning is going to get you right. You can either let the house of mourning get you right or get you wrong, or get you worse. or get you worse than what you are. You should stop being a filthy, disgusting drug addict. Somebody got to tell you a drug addict. That's the only way to stop. Everybody, all your friends is just, oh, you know, all your friends is just allowing you to be a drug addict and alcoholic. But here, we gotta tell you you're an alcoholic. Or sister or brother. I gotta tell you that you're a drug addict. If I don't tell you that, you're going to continue and you're going to die. You're going to get a DUI, you're going to crash and kill somebody, or you're going to die in that car accident. How many people you know that flew out the window almost died? I mean, how many? Countless, right? I know, countless, because they're alcoholic. Go ahead, yes, sir. Say it again. I know how you're going about that. Look. We're gonna finish this and go on roll.
Come. We was at 1 Peter 3 and 10.
Go ahead. This last scripture.
No,
We'll pick up next week.
3 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just read it over again. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. Mm-hmm. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil.
You want to recognize the power of the speech of your value. Because you love life, you love the law, you love order, righteousness. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on 1 West 5th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanding General Muhammad. We've been teaching this truth since 1969 that the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians are the true biblical Jews. And I will request it is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're going to pick up on this topic next Monday. Shalom.